We're live at 11:05. Not. But I am BC. This is Spirit Cars. We're on YouTube, not Facebook. And we're doing day two. We started Kendall's project. We started live at 11:05 yesterday, and we're going to try to really be consistent at it. We had a server go down at the shop. When did it go down? Last week, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And we have been like, I mean, it is bad when the network is down and all your computers are messed up. So Josh has been on that all day long, all night long. You were here till like 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
So all day long today and still be working on it. But we wanted to do the video. This is Dorothy, Kendall's car. And we talked about blocking yesterday, blocking. So it has been blocked more. This blocked for the last time. He's got a guide code on it, well, for the last time. He'll go to, I'm gonna think he'll probably go to 600 now. And the last sanding, and then it's gonna be painted. Before we do that though, stay like this, we'll flip it over and take it into the booth, paint the underside, get it really slick, and then take it, it'll come off the chassis, then put it on a cart, and then paint it like this, off the cart. So we still needed to put the steering column in, so we did that. Can you come around here and kind of see how we did this? Yeah, if you go on that side, that'd be great. So I put the seat in just to make sure sitting in it, everything was gonna, feel right. And you can kind of see here that we got a piece of 2-inch ID PVC tubing. Stuck it right through the firewall there and bonded it in. This is a poly bond type material. It's a bonding material that we use. There's a couple ways to do it. I really like this way better. They make a it's just like a swivel floor mount thing here that your column can go into, and then this part can swivel around to make it work. It's not near as clean on the outside, and this is pretty clean once it gets upholstered. So what I do is I get it, you're going to have a little bit of an oval hole to get that in there. Slide your 2-inch ID PVC tubing over your column, if your column is 2-inch, obviously. We've got a column drop here, and once you get the angle, you can go ahead and tape it up and it's going to hold. This is dry now. I could pull it out, but I'm not going to. And on the back of the column drop, what we'll do is we'll take a piece of angle and bolt the column drop to the angle, and I'll run it out long towards the side over here. That way I can go ahead and mount the headlight switch for the dimmer switch, and it'll be under here, and you can just hit it with your hand then, instead of being cluttered down here. Gives you a lot of room still for your brake pedal and your gas pedal, so that'll come in. I mean, it's a big deal there to make sure that that's comfortable. I mean, if it's not comfortable to drive the car, it's just not as fun to drive. So we're kind of focused on that area. So I sat in the seat. We're probably going to raise the front of it up a little bit. It's bolted in here. We'll have to put some shims underneath here to raise it. This is a upholstery pattern. It's pretty nice when you've got everybody in-house that you can work with. You don't have to just send it to the upholstery shop and do that, or just send it here. So we kind of work together as a team as it all comes together to get it fit. You can see it come out over here. The tube is long. So when we pull it out, I can cut this off slick, and we'll do a little body work around it, and that will be slick. I brought this one up here. This is a painted car that you can see. So we've had the steering column fit in here, the body's off, and this is how clean it looks. Once the column goes in there, you can't tell from the inside. The hole is very clean. Column just goes in there. Clean, slick, nice. But I did bring a couple panels. I don't know if Kendall has seen all this, but here's kind of a color pattern. We're gonna keep you in suspense over the motor. The motor is pretty slick. We got a few more things to do there, but this is kind of the general color of the car. It can be blue and silver. We got a flame pattern to it. I brought the door panels out just to show you. So that's a belt. So this is a upholstery panel. It gets made, and then it just goes in snaps in the car like this. You can kind of see on the inside here. So it'll bend up in there and it'll just snap in. There'll be holes for that to go there. And the upholstery goes over the edges. Kendall wanted some flames in the door. So this is the door panel. It'll go like this. Snap again the clips. It will just snap into the door. And we haven't glued the material on it yet because we just want to make sure that final fit after it's painted and everything. The holes are already cut in the door, but he may need to trim this out a little bit or just a little bit. And once that's all put together, there's some flames cut. Put it on the right way. So the flames will be coming back. So you'll be looking at your door coming this way. We got a flame design there. And then, I didn't bring the headliner, but the headliner just glues in. It'll have ribs. But I did bring his trunk panel. So this will be the trunk panel. You can look at this behind here. We got the blue and silver theme going on. So this will tuck up underneath where the hinges go. And when you look at it, you'll see the flames sewed into it. And then the side panels that'll tuck in. They've got flames sewed in also. They'll just come in. That'll tuck in over here. Clean up the whole trunk. So we've got a lot of the panels built, not all totally finished. It's looking straight. Again, got a guide coat on everything. Steering columns in. I'm not sure if I gave you a whole lot of ideas today, but doing the panels, getting it all cut, getting it fit before you actually paint it all is pretty helpful. That way you don't have to, but now I can understand if you've got to take it to a upholstery shop. It's going to be painted already. You just have a chance of somebody maybe putting, when they spray glue, they might get glue on your nice paint job, which should wipe off, or they might scratch it, or there's just a lot of things that can happen when you're working around a car a lot. And it's nice if you can fit everything first. So this is the final fitting now. This is coming off. It's going to get the bottom painted. Tomorrow you should see it upside down in the booth, getting ready to paint the bottom, whether it'll be painted or not by 1105. It'll be borderline. When we get the bottom painted, then it's going to come turn around, paint the outside of the car, and we haven't decided yet. We're probably just going to paint the door jambs first, door jambs in the doors, put the doors on, shut them, make sure everything lines up, mask off the jambs real good, and then paint the car with everything assembled. That's probably the way we're going to go with this one. But again, I've seen a lot of discussion on blocking. There's a lot of guys that know about blocking, and so I imagine a few of you wore off the old fingerprints, had the blood coming out. It's maybe spend a whole day of wet sanding, especially on the clear coat side of it. It'll sand your fingerprints off. So, ready for paint. Paint isn't the big thing. Now the main deal is, make sure your paint is mixed right. Make sure everything's going to work together. Again, we use the urethanes. This will be a base coat, clear coat. This is a two-tone, is it not?
Yes.
Silver on one of the lines. And are we going to have a stripe in between it? It's been a long time since we talked, but Kendall, I bet you're going to watch this video, so it'll be a good time to talk tomorrow. Before Monday, I don't know, maybe Monday or Tuesday we might have paint on this thing. So we can go talk about a two-tone process. The big thing on a two-tone, I don't want to see a line. Once it's wet sanded and done and clear, if I'm just looking at the reflection, I don't want to see where those two tones are, except by the color. I don't want to see it in the difference in the line there. So that's it today. We did get you an 1105 at about, 3, 4 o'clock. The boys leave at 2:30. They come in real early. So that's one of the reasons we do to 1105. Everybody goes to lunch at 11. Works out good, quiet in the shop. So if you like this video, what do you got to do? You got to like it. Does that help?
Like it, comment.
Comment? Yeah, comment. I think it puts it up higher. It makes it easier for people to find, and share it if you don't mind. That would be good. And I think there's a notification if you want to find out when we're going live. I was looking at it yesterday. All the comments that you're putting down the side, if you've added comments. It doesn't look like I can answer them right away. So really, you're just talking to everybody else that's there. So you guys can have kind of a side chat going on while we're doing the video, and then of course we're going to go back and look at all that. And if anybody has any questions, we can answer it in the comments section. So thanks for being with us. We will see you.